Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Techwood Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having a good Sunday. I'm probably catching you at a later time. It's 5:38 here in Hawaii, but I wanted to make sure that I did my part in keeping you kind of up to date on what to look out for this week. Let's go ahead and start off with how markets are trading right now during overnight hours. Remember, this is a very volatile time, especially to be trading when markets are not fully open, but overnight hours are. You can see that NASDAQ is up 0.6% or 0.58 now with a big gap up. If you check the news, you can see that again, overall futures are rising with the focus of Iran peace deals and payroll data. Uh, for those that don't know, when it comes down to our economic report, you can see that I believe it's on Friday that we have non-farm payrolls coming out on Friday, 1 hour before the markets open, and we also have unemployment rate being released. That's probably the most significant economic report that's going to be released this week. We have ISM non-manufacturing PMI being released on Wednesday. JOLTS, which are job openings, pretty important, right? Especially with the labor market showing signs of weakness. That's going to be on Tuesday. And ISM manufacturing PMI that's going to be released tomorrow, 30 minutes after the markets open. With that being said, markets are still going up based off of this peace deal that still isn't solidified. I thought that's what we were so close to closing on Friday, right? But if you actually pay attention to what Trump is saying, it says breaking. President Trump says that he is in no hurry to make a deal with Iran. If we don't get what we want, we are going to end it in a different way. Last weekend, which is again Friday, President Trump said that a deal was going to be announced shortly. That is why markets were pushing up so aggressively. But then now he's saying again the same BS over and over again. Now he is in no rush because the markets already experienced the rally itself. This is now 9 weeks of no peace deal, but markets are still celebrating new highs. Today marks 93 days since the Iran war began. Now, one of the biggest things that, again, a lot of traders are talking about is IBM. For those that do not know, IBM is the latest stock that Trump has promoted as a good buy. You guys can see that it's up 6.9%, which is still insane, but at one point it opened up to highs of 349. Now, again, this is a stock that the President of the United States is promoting, and later on, we will later find out if he actually is invested, just like he did with INTC, and just like he did with MU, and what are the other ones? SanDisk and Dell, and it just goes so on and so forth, right? IBM from lows of $200, now touching highs of $350. I plugged it into Investing Pro very quickly to get an understanding of, is this company overvalued? Is it oversold? Based off of fair analyst targets, this stock has an average fair value of 270, which means that it markets before markets closed on Friday offered 14.9% of downside. Now it's up an additional 7% and will most likely rally higher. That's why I wanted to talk about it, because if it does continue to push higher, again, incredibly irrational, but Trump loves promoting these companies as good buys, and retail traders and investors love to buy it and pump it up higher. So again, it's not that it's meant for everyone. It does come at a greater form of risk because a lot of it is just speculation. But I think that people should know where a lot of that attention is going. And there is no question that a lot of people are talking about IBM and its growth potential now because Trump has promoted it. Now, if you look at it into Investing Pro, you could also see that the P ratio actually isn't that high. It comes in at 26.1 times its earnings. It's a company that produces $68 billion in revenue and $10 billion in net income. Not the worst, right? And when you click at the Pro Research and look at it, you can see that it is kind of turning things around. Revenue is beginning to grow quarter after quarter. This is definitely a stock that I would pay close attention to, especially just because of the irrational way that the markets tend to react anytime that Trump speculates any of these companies are good buys. So as long as markets stay irrational, then these irrational moves are supported. But remember, if all of a sudden there's uncertainty that's being injected into the market, these overvalued companies are the ones that are likely to drop the hardest. But again, we'll talk about that in more detail in our live trading session tomorrow. With that being said, whenever it is that you're ready to tune on in, again, we trade live every morning. It's designed for complete beginners. And if you want to tune on in, it's right at market open. It's the second link in the description down below. That being said, we have members that signed up back in 2018. They paid once. They still get to access it today. If you want to check it out to learn more, second link down below. And if you want to check out Investing Pro to be able to do a deeper analysis of the companies that you're trading and investing, that's the first link in the description down below. Again, a lot of big movers during the pre-market session. The question is, will they hold, and for how much longer will they continue to rally as the market continues to celebrate the same peace deal that still hasn't happened? I'll do my part in keeping you guys up to date. As a lot of you guys know, this is still something that's developing. Oil prices are still now beginning to climb back up, but so are equities. It almost kind of contradicts itself. With that being said, I'll do my part in keeping you guys up to date. All you have to do is follow for updates. Hope that earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.